headlines is Code Jubilee lock horns over rebels. And of course, we're expecting a little more drama as we get closer to 2017. Do you think it's too early to be experiencing some of this shift in allegiance?
Well, not necessarily so. As Kenyans, we have the notoriety. We have always been referred to as we are always constantly politicking. And in fact, one analyst say that in Kenya, the moment the election results are announced, then the next day will be the start of campaigns for the next election.
Correct.
So I think this is a typical Kenyan thing. Kenyan politicians are always politicking, and especially so as we inch closer to the next general elections, it is expected that there will be alignments, realignments, shift of political allegiances. So I think it's a Kenyan thing.
It's a Kenyan thing.
Yes.
And of course, this particular one now is regarding the CORD, or rather the ODM leaders in the Western region, which of course started off sometime last week when Ababu Namwamba, the Secretary General, and a few others came out to say that they feel ignored by the leadership of ODM, and as a result, they are duly elected leaders and should be recognized.
Certainly so. In any political outfit, be it the CORD, be it ODM, there will always be that feel that there are those who are within the kitchen cabinet. And there are those who more or less seem to be privileged. So I think the Secretary General, Ababu, and those Western MPs who held the press conference had this perception that they've not been treated right. Well, that is within their right to complain, because as a party, each and every member should have an equal say, all right, in the affairs of that party. So it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen how the ODM leader, that is Raila Odinga, handles this situation. But it is curious. If you are to see the statements which were made by the DP, Mr. Ruto, it's very curious. But he said that in any democracy, changing of allegiances and changing of political shifts is not something which should be condemned. In any free democracy, it should be open. People should be free to shift allegiances, right, center. So I think there is much more. There's much more underneath to that statement.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, according to the CORD, the ODM leader and CORD leader as well, Raila Odinga, he claims that Jubilee is literally compromising some of those ODM leaders via, or rather, by way of bribing them.
Oh, yeah, bribe. A bribe is a perception, but of course the deputy president has been very open. The other time he welcomed Honorable Weta, he told him come over. He's been quite open welcoming people to come over to Jubilee, you know. That is politics, that is allowed, that is democracy. But then in terms of bribing an individual to shift allegiances, that remains an individual choice, because we all know the Constitution provides for the right of political association with whichever political outfit one person deems.
One is free to do that.
Yes, exactly.
Well, like I said, I think as we approach 2017, we are likely to see more of this shift.